Right, the next item, creation of a transportation review committee. Greg?
Well, since we last talked, we've been, Jeff Moody, myself, and Daryl Kirshner have been in conversation with the company that we contracted with to do our transportation study. We should have the final results or the final draft of that copy by April 1st, so that anytime after April 1st we'll be ready to start talking about that. So just making sure that we're going through, and if there's any inconsistencies or things that are not going on, that we're getting those kind of tidied up. So
You want to put together a...
I think it would be wise to have a couple board members, and certainly Jeff, Daryl, and myself, and a couple of bus drivers sit down and look at what that report is saying.
Okay.
And what we can or cannot do.
And what's the time frame for when you'll be meeting, and how many meetings do you think?
I would think it shouldn't take more than 3 meetings. One initial meeting to just get familiar with the study itself, and then the second meeting to generate questions, and third meeting to maybe possibly make recommendations. So I don't think there's any timeline. As we've discussed, I don't think we probably would be making any changes unless it makes sense to do them at the start of the school year. But we'll just have to wait and see. So it's something we'll just have to work our way through. So, if we could get going, mid-April, and then, have some sort of recommendations in hand by the June board meeting, that would be, I think, fantastic. That would give those folks plenty of time to implement if there were some changes.
Okay.
For the following school year.
Does anyone want to volunteer now? Do you want to forward, just let Greg know if you're interested? Thoughts?
It should be a super exciting committee.
Well, I'd love to be on it, but I will not be available, or I won't be able to be on it. I'll be done. So, if you're stretching it out to May, I won't be here. So.
Well, can people let you know, Greg?
Yeah,
I'd be willing to be on it, Greg.
And I'd be willing to be on it if I'm We're right at that time where we need those of us. I don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
I will say this, Mr. Moody gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so the earlier is the better, to do that and get up and check roads, and, I know it's only once or twice, but, if we could have the meeting completed by 7 o'clock at the latest, so we can get home. I know 4 o'clock does not work very well for me, but when I have to, I have to.
Well, maybe we should wait until after the election. If we put this on the agenda for
The Academy?
the Academy on the 7th, and we'll know who's on the board. So if you want to be thinking about, Brian's already indicated that he's on board, so
Could definitely be here.
sounds good.
For at least another year, yeah.
All right.